Hi guys, we're here in Tampa, Florida at the Nutrition Solutions headquarters. Now, the reason why I want to come down here is I've actually been using the product for almost 2 years now, and it was something that I was really interested in, like knowing more about the products and stuff. So I contacted Chris Cavallini, who's actually a buddy of mine, and I was like asking him some questions, and he was like, you know what, dude? He's like, if you really want to know about this stuff and find out more about, our program and how it works and stuff, why didn't you come down? So that's where we're at today. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go get him. We'll let Chris talk a little bit about the company and fill you in on a lot more other stuff that I can't fill you in on. And then we'll take a tour of the facility so you guys can see what's what. I was here yesterday, and I'll tell you what, like, I'm super impressed with the facility, and it's a lot bigger and a bigger production than I thought it was. And we'll go with Chris. So let's go get him right now. All right, guys, this is Chris Cavallini, the owner of Nutrition Solutions. And Chris and I actually met last year at the Orlando. We were training in the same gym together, and I was at Isotori, and he came by the next day with his clean cheats bar, which if you guys have been watching for a while, you remember I used to eat those things all the time. And as soon as I got my hands on the clean cheats, I ordered a bunch of them, and then I let him know. I was like, dude, these things are awesome. And he was like, this is our other food and stuff that we have. So I started ordering the meals from there, and it just kind of progressed from there that I was using the product, and I had more and more questions. So it was like, okay, the more and more questions I had, the more he was like, look, I really want to get this information to you. Why don't you come down, and check it out? So that's what I'm doing here today. And Chris, why don't you explain to us a little bit about what makes Nutrition Solutions different meal prep-wise than the other companies that are out there?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for being here, Jerry.
Thank you.
I've thanked you so many times, but you have truly done so much for me and for the company just by utilizing our product, and I can't even tell you how much the support means to me. But basically, what we do is customize meal plans for people can use it for their goals, whether it be weight loss, lean muscle enhancement, or if you're trying to be healthier and live a more active lifestyle and just don't like to cook. We basically, give our clients one less thing to worry about during the week. I've been doing this since 2011. What we were when we started and what we are now, clearly we've evolved. And, one of the many things that I think separates us from the other companies, or I don't really want to talk about the other companies and go that whole route, but we do a whole lot more than just provide meals. I have instilled a culture within this organization where all of our staff knows how important the service that we're providing is and what exactly we're doing for our clients. So we're literally obsessed with getting our clients results. I mean, our goal is to overwhelm our clients with support and service in such a way where they feel compelled to talk to somebody else about the experience with their company and the results that they've gotten with us. And something I'd like to tell my staff is it's a goal of mine to make every single client of ours a living, breathing, walking testimonial of what we do and what we stand for.
So when I took over my contest prep for this year, what I did was I controlled my own macros, so I kind of I do the cancellation. I said, I'm going to come back again, and I'm sure Chris is probably like, yeah, whatever. But I did.
Well, that's not true. I reached out to you.
He did, yeah. He did reach out to me. He's like, oh, thank you for coming back. But it was like, what I noticed, what I really kind of hammer home is, from when I started to even now, like the improvements that you guys have made in the company in general, like the packing materials and stuff like that, like the way it's shipped, you even changed different shipping things. The food itself, like the menu is a constantly evolving menu and changing. So like what you get this week is not going to be what you get next week.
Yes,
and what you get the week after.
That more specifically, one of the things that we always talk about, one of the things I like to talk about is saying, the key to sustainability with the diet, and correct me if I'm wrong,
right.
The key to sustainability is two things. It's variety and mental gratification. Like if you're not eating a diverse selection of foods throughout the week, and if you're not actually enjoying the foods you're eating on a consistent basis, probability suggests you're not going to stick to that diet very long. So that's one of many things we take a lot of pride in is having a menu that changes every single week, and also no two menus will ever be the same. So it works out in that regard, and our chef is tremendous. He actually, not only is he a phenomenal culinary guy, but he lives the lifestyle. He maintains a certification for fitness and nutrition through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So, here we take vested interest in not only food and providing good food, but getting our clients results.
Right, which that's actually something very interesting and that you don't see a lot with these other companies just doing. I mean, you don't even see that a lot with trainers nowadays, let alone, the people.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the other meal prep companies, but we can't touch on the trainers.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole other thing. And how many times are you in a gym and you see clients training with a personal trainer, those clients are actually fit.
Right.
It's a very, very nominal percentage. I train with a trainer. I have a trainer, but I am in gyms and I'm aware and I'm looking around and it's evident that these trainers are not fulfilling their obligation as a trainer, which is to get clients results. I mean, I don't care who you are. I don't care, like, you're not the exception of the rule. You could work out 7 days a week, 2 hours a day. Your body will never look the way you want it to if you're not being mindful of the food you're eating, and that's just how it is.
Absolutely.
So.
Cool. So can we get a tour of the facility?
Absolutely. So just really quickly, Jerry, like, thank you again. I'm so excited. Him and I, we've ran into each other multiple times at different events. He's always asking questions. Jerry is a huge influencer. He has a large audience and I tell you this, your fan base, your following is super loyal. I think it's amazing that you would take the time to come out here and actually see what we have going on, to put yourself in a more like educated, informed position to share that information. So it would be my pleasure to show you around, show you exactly what we have going on, and hopefully you can take out of it what you will.
Awesome. I do get a lot of people that ask me questions, and I'm like, it's great to have the basic answers, but if I can have something to actually explain it, they're like, Jerry, why do you choose them?
Hey.
Like, I choose them because I like the Buffalo Bison pizza. That's why I choose them.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go take a walk around.
Let's do it.
All right. This is my actual favorite quote. Everything is your fault. I hadn't actually heard that till like the other day. It was yesterday. But everything bad that happens to you is your fault. Everything good that happens to you is your fault. Awesome.
Hey, your life is your responsibility. That's one thing that I say, when it comes to your fitness goals, right? Like, you don't get out of shape by accident.
Right.
You get out of shape as a direct result of choices you've made or failed to make.
Right.
This is all part of, our company and our company culture is taking responsibility and, doing the things that you see here. At the end of the day, everything is our fault. We take responsibility and we want to help our clients live a healthier lifestyle and get where they want to be in the shortest amount of time. This has nothing to do with our clients. This is my personal story, but we can get into that another time.
Try not to get too close on my bald spot. I appreciate that. All right, so this is the warehouse area of our facility. All these boxes you see here, these are custom insulated coolers that we ship our meals out in. Our company is a national company. We ship in all 50 states. So these are custom insulated coolers that were specifically designed for our meal plans. And depending on the actual meal plan, as well, we have different meal plans in place, different portion sizes, different number of meals, depending on the individual client's goals. It will get put in a box that's custom for that specific meal plan, as it were. We pack these with a strategic amount of dry ice that a perishable logistics company has told us basically is an equation. Depending on the weight of the actual box, this is something that'd be good to know. Depending on the weight of the actual box determines how much ice we put in that box. So it's a formula that they've given us and that we follow. And food safety obviously is very important. We're shipping all over the country. We need to make sure that when the food leaves this building, that it arrives to the clients in safe condition, of course, right? Yeah.
So obviously, if you get a smaller package, you don't want to bombard it with ice packs. There's no need for it.
Exactly, and the whole idea with us is we want to send our clients food that's fresh and never frozen. Okay, so these right here, not a whole lot to talk about, but we're not only a national company, we are based out of Florida, Tampa, Florida. These are actually the cooler bags. You want to get a closer shot of this. These are the cooler bags we do our local deliveries. We do home delivery all throughout the state of Florida. These are the bags that the foods actually arrive to our clients' doors in, and it has their name on there, the different route. And one thing we do, one of the little things we do to kind of put on a different quote, every week, and this will go in the cooler bags, and we put them in the box as well, just to, give our clients a little something extra to think about, a little extra motivation. And as I said earlier, we do a whole lot more than just food. So this is a little thing I figured I'd point out. These crates, these get loaded in our refrigerated truck. We do routes all throughout the state of Florida, so we have a refrigerated truck that'll go to a pre-designated area that'll meet with the drivers. It'll meet with 10, 15 drivers. Drivers will offload the crates into their cars and do their respective routes and deliver to the client's door. I mean, nothing sexy about that, but just wanted to. Walk-in. I don't might be a little loud in here, yeah. So meal prep is underway. Our team is actually prepping as we speak for next week's production, as it were. And this is one of our walk-in coolers. I mean, this probably represents, I would say, 1/25th of the amount of food that'll actually come out of this kitchen this week. So take a look. It's a grilled barbecue chicken. This is it. I mean, you see I pull it right off here. This is how our food looks. You see a lot of pictures on social media of food that's kind of, like doctored up, look a lot more fancy than it really is. But I mean, our chef and our team, our culinary team, we take a great deal of pride in making the presentation of our food, look good on social media and look good when it arrives to our clients' doors.
Whole rack of pancakes back there.
Yeah, there's some pancakes. We're definitely known for protein pancakes. We do a ton of different flavors. This peach cobbler next week gives you an idea. Some macros on here.
That whole thing is being shipped to my house tomorrow. It'll be there when I get home.
So, moving on. Hey. You want in here?
Sure.
Another walk-in cooler. We have 4 in this facility. Obviously, we're dealing with a lot of food. We need a lot of cooler space. So, that's something. This isn't. I want to show you guys like the little changing room, bathroom area, just to kind of give you an idea of our company culture. This isn't the sexiest area, but I just wanted to point this out. We have stuff like this all throughout the building, just to kind of, condition our employees, condition our team to take responsibility, to understand, that they're a part of something special. I mean, everybody here, from the people who cook the food, the people who plate the meals, to the people who take out the garbage. I mean, we all play an important role in essentially providing our clients the tools that they need to reach their goals. So I expect everybody to understand what they're a part of and take a great deal of pride in every task they touch, because we're all part of a wheel here, and everybody's job is equally important. And if one guy's slacking, it affects the whole team. So this is, again, just to give you a little perspective on the type of culture we have in Nutrition Solutions. Yeah. You know what Zig Ziglar is, Jerry? Kitchen, they're finishing up today. What's going on, bitch? Good. Yeah, mixing some beef, getting some is that beef or bison? What is it? Ground beef. Ground beef. Okay, so one thing about the beef steaks that we use, we 93% and above the ground beef. We won't use any steak that's less than 90% lean. Little fun fact. Some rice, what have you. This looks good. We should just take this and take the rest of the day, go to the pool. So, we'll walk through here. Trying to not get anybody's way. This is where all the magic happens. This is the team grinding away, plating the meals. Depending on the actual portions, I'd get different portions in place for different plans, depending on what your goal is. But our executive chef lays out a game plan to the team. Everybody knows exactly what tools to use to ensure that portion sizes are consistent across the board. Obviously, portion control is essential and vital to accomplishing one's goals, and we take it very seriously. Have different quality control measures in place to make sure that our team is actually adhering to the macronutrient requirements and putting in the proper portions for each meal. If you want to go and take a little closer up, check out what they're doing. food. Head back to the office.
Well, thank you for the Apple Crisp Protein Bar credit. Now, one thing I wanted to mention was last year at the Olympia, I actually had Nutrition Solutions ship my food to me at the Olympia. And when the Olympia was over, I still had probably like 10 meals left. And one of the things I was wondering, I was like, well, is this still going to be good? So I actually called Chris and said, hey, is this food going to be good? And he was like, yeah, why? He's like, you've only been out at the Olympia for like 4 or 5 days. And I said, yeah, but usually the meats go bad after a couple of days. And he kind of chuckled a little bit and was like, no, you got like, was it 7 to 10 days on the meats or something?
Yeah, so like a lot of people think that, you know, food is bad after a day or after 2 days, but the reality of it is that's just not true. Proteins and starches are actually good 7 to 10 days. Veggies are the only thing that have a limited shelf life. Like clearly, you know, day 1, veggies is going to be fresher than day 4 or 5. So, you know, we provide meal plans for 5, 6, and 7 day plans. And food safety is super important to us. And, you know, we send out a multitude of correspondence just educating our clients about storage recommendations, you know, and as far as the shelf life and what have you of the food is concerned. We're very mindful of the way we prepare the food as far as, you know, with different vegetables. I mean, you could literally cook it for a minute longer and it would take off 3 days of shelf life. So food safety is super important. Our chef, who's, I mean, I can't say enough about him. Our food is great. I can sit here and confidently say that. I can also comfortably tell you that I have nothing to do with that. I have no culinary skills. I don't have a culinary background. I'm very fortunate to have linked up with our executive chef, and he's added just a tremendous amount of value to our company, and he takes a great deal of pride in every meal that leaves this building. And, you know, it has his name attached to us, or attached to it. You know, our company's name is on every meal. So, you know, we do everything we can to ensure the food integrity is held to the highest standard.
Nice. So it's definitely something I kind of wanted to hammer home because I myself didn't know any of that stuff. So, you know, from here on out, I mean, we're looking at, you know, meal prep companies popping up left and right. Just be sure you know what you're getting and ask questions. I'm going to tell you right now, if you email these guys, you're going to get answered. It's not going to go 10 weeks without getting answered or not answered at all. If you have any questions, you can contact them on the Nutrition Solutions website.
Yeah, the website, the phone number, and one thing, you know, we put this out there, and I would like to just share this information. You may or may not be aware. We have client relations specialists that are there to have free consultations with clients, potential clients. Even if you're a client or customer of another meal prep company, you know, if you want somebody to take a second look at what you're doing, kind of give you some advice and some input. I mean, we're here to help solve problems, and we want people to accomplish their goals, whether they're doing business directly with our company or not. And, you know, that's why I have the team that I do in place. And, you know, whether we're directly profiting from the individual or not, we profit in other ways by helping people get to where they want to be, whether, as I said, whether they're utilizing our services or not. So, you know, if there's something that we could do for you, if this is an area that you feel you could, you know, make some improvements in, we'd be super grateful for the opportunity. But, you know, as I said, if you're just somebody, maybe you're meal prepping your own or you're using another company, if you have any questions, you know, and just want somebody to take a second look at what you're doing, feel free to get a hold of us, Jerry, or you can share with them the
website?
Yeah, the website.
Thank you for your time. Thanks
Yeah.
for taking us on the tour and explaining these things that I think that you know, a lot of people don't talk about.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you guys one thing. This is the Nutrition Solutions Fueled Bicep, and we're
Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate it.